Okay, so first question, just introduce your guys' selves and what bands you are a part of.
Okay, start from this side.
You can go in circles. Also, you can look wherever you want to. I know this is a little daunting, so.
You can start, bro.
I'm Kai. I play guitar and do vocals. I have 2 side projects. They're called Cliffmore and We Drown in Pompeii, and then Dead Butterflies.
Side project, yeah, bro.
Yeah, side projects.
I'm Johnny. I play the guitar also, and I have no side project.
I'm Josue. I just play drums in Dead Butterflies.
I'm Stella. I do trombone and vocals. I don't have another band, but I have a solo project.
What's a solo project called?
Stella.
Creative.
I'm Cooper. I play bass, and I don't have any side projects.
I'm Tyler. I play synth for DB, and that's it.
I'm Micah. I play vocals in Dead Butterflies, and I have a side project kind of called Stargazing on Your Roof, and I used to have a side project called Positive Plus.
Tough mango.
Beautiful. I feel like maybe I've heard of Stargazing on Your Roof,
Oh,
but
no.
now I don't know. I know I have to research a lot of emails, so maybe. Can you guys tell me about like the lore where you guys met? I know we kind of went over this a bit.
Let's do the Deafened group first.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I'll do it. Okay, so me, Josue, Micah, and Tyler, we all went to the same middle school together, and we all met because we were in band. We're all a bunch of band kids here, and around 8th grade, the 3 of us actually, me, Josue, and Micah, we made a band in 8th grade, and ever since then we just kept doing it and making more bands, and that's kind of how it all kind of began. Just the 3 of us, or more like the 2 of y'all. You want to keep going that story?
Oh yeah. Me and this dude, we've been jamming since we were like 13 years old. Over time, it's just been like a process of adding more and more members. Obviously, we've had the earliest members other than us in all of our projects was Johnny and Tyler, obviously because we're childhood friends. We've known each other from middle school, and they're like-minded individuals. Play similar instruments. We were all just musicians.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like odd because we were all like in band playing wind instruments, and we were looking for dudes to play like guitar and bass. These were like the perfect guys at the time. But over time, I can let Kai take over on like after that. But yeah,
I'll add one thing. Our old like high school band broke up, and then I kind of just wanted to keep on like doing like shoegaze music. I was doing like drum and bass and shoegaze stuff, not screamo. And I made a one-off EP, which was now the Dead Butterflies self-titled. So this wasn't supposed to go anywhere. And then after a while, I kept on pestering them. I was like, "Hey, I want to join this as like a live band." And they're like,
No, I really
Like, don't want to do it. We had one point where he was our drummer for some fucking reason. Like we just didn't know what we were doing.
We really didn't want to be a band.
Had one bad rehearsal, I was out.
It took iteration after iteration of the same people until we were just like, fuck it. And we got on stage. And we played a really cool show with Ginger B. Godfuck, As Your Guys With As the Flowers Fade. Strawberry Hospital on August 11th, 2024. Rubber Gloves main stage. I
Thank
remember
you,
this
bro.
off the
Thank
top
you.
of my head.
You go ahead, bro. Talk about everybody else.
how you going?
I joined before him though.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's true, yeah.
I joined. I was actually playing with a different band, and we were on the same bill as like Dead Butterflies. This was like DB's like second or third show like ever. It was super early, but I found them on Spotify, and then when I played with them, I was like, these dudes are low-key cool as hell. So I don't know. I just got in contact with Micah and just like became good friends with everybody, I think. And then like we were talking about, like I was just a temporary member, but
He kinda stuck.
He got stuck.
Yeah.
So that show that Kai is talking about, it was my first show, and also Cooper was playing
Holy
that
shit.
show with his other band at the time.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
Yes, everything is
Cells
connected,
interlinked,
bro.
bro.
But I joined like a year ago in November. So last November, I joined and I met them through their Discord server. Yeah.
Shout out Nathan Gammons.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So all just kind of like a serendipitous kind of thing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just happened to all fall over.
It's like 2 halves. It's like the first 4, and then the
people
last
that
3 just all play
I
at the
just-
same show.
I just think it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy that like this whole lineup wasn't the lineup at the time, but we were all in the same place.
Yeah.
We were in the same room, in the same show.
Yeah.
It was kind of destined to be.
Playing the
Like-
same bill.
And that was like the first time I met everyone in DB in person. I showed up to the show, and then I played one song with them last minute.
And that show actually started our Oklahoma run that year. Ironically, that was the first show we did before we went to Oklahoma.
That was our first like
with Cooper as well.
tour.
Yeah, our first like step
Run.
out of
We,
Texas.
I think I would call it in my own head
A run.
I call it the Oklahoma tour.
Yeah, well, I think
I
we
did
did
too.
call it
Three
Oklahoma
shows.
We played 3 shows for that
Three
tour.
shows, it was a tour.
What's? Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, I'll end it quickly. That was just kind of like the first time DB, like, I guess any of us actually like stepped out of Fort Worth doing anything with music. So
I think it was Denton.
yeah, we were all very excited.
Denton,
It was a very
Oklahoma.
fun time. We just all kind of ended up being there. So
Beautiful. What about like this Kismet night? Like, was it just like a beautiful show that you guys played? Like, why was there so much gravity to, or why create a band from a singular night?
I think the band kind of existed beforehand. I think it's just we Stella joined that
coincidence of
night,
everybody
and we
there.
knew Kai and we knew Cooper, so it just ended up like when we needed the people, we're like, hey, who do we know? And it ended up being them because we knew them.
I'll add one thing for like Kai. I remember the only reason why we asked for him to be on guitar is because he played drums for that old band.
Yeah.
Or Cliffmore, sorry. But for one song, you and Jake switched out on instruments, right? You played
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah.
And
I
I
used
was-
to do that.
And I was like, damn, this guy can like play guitar. And I remember I asked their vocalist first, and she was like, nah. And I'm like, okay. And then I asked this guy, and he was like, yeah, sure. And the moment that I knew, like, okay, I kind of want him in the band, is we have a song called "You Don't Know What You Did," and there's like a middle riff that's like a bunch of noodling that I didn't write. He wrote it. He sent me the DI, and I chopped it up. Like I literally like spliced it around because Dead Butterflies was never supposed to be a live band. So I could just do shit like that.
You didn't have to worry about it.
And then,
Why am I playing
and then
it?
he comes into the first rehearsal knowing that riff that we thought was impossible. We didn't play that riff. And then I was like, holy shit, this guy's tapped in. This guy's goated.
I think also on like just the idea of like us building a band around that one show, that's what happened, and that's like what we recognize it as today. But overall, like we had during that time, it was a very transitional period into what we do now, and we just didn't have the members. We didn't really have the music or the ideas that we have nowadays. And over time, as we were just going through that trouble of finding members that wanted to play in the project, going through the troubles of just being a band in general, like they came along in that process, and over time, like it just built to what it is today. Like I think the Dead Butterfly set, or just the way we sounded live, is completely distinct to like when Kai joined, because generally like it was just a connection between the music on the record and on the recordings to the live band. Because like Michael was saying, some of those riffs we didn't even play live.
Just like
Which was impossible.
like mini riffs, bro.
Exactly.
Impossible.
But over time, like that was that gap. Adding new members was that gap between like, okay, are we just kind of playing for the fuck of it? Or are we really trying to like make something cool here? You know?
And I will say one thing about that Cooper, I think that really represents that Dead Butterflies has always kind of been like friends first. Because we're not just like co-workers, we're obviously all like really close friends. We have like
We kind of have to.
I don't want to tour with some fucking strangers. Like I love all these guys.
Yeah.
And I remember we were in El Paso and we found out our bassist wouldn't be able to keep on playing with us. Shout out Yair, we all love Yair. Missed you, Yair.
Shout out, yeah.
Shout out, yeah. This is like I miss that guy. But we realized it's like we need a new bassist. And so my grand amazing idea is like, who do I know that could probably play bass that I really like? And instead of choosing someone that was within like a reasonable proximity of us, I chose the guy who was stayed up in Oklahoma because I genuinely really liked Cooper and I thought he would be a good mesh to the band, and he is. And now he's driving like 4 hours every other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Coming
from
across
Oklahoma,
the-
so I drive here every time we do something.
yeah.
Yeah.
He'll usually stay for like
You
a
get
day
used
or
to it.
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
as long as
car.
it's a good place to stay.
Future
Yeah, a
roommate.
lot of love here, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Everybody's house is open.
Johnny's house in 5.
Johnny's house and Micah's house are the 2 spots for him.
Yeah.
Johnny's house is the spot for
My
DB.
spot is the
After
spot.
rehearsal, I'm like, so we're going to Johnny's in 5. Sometimes it'll actually happen.
He was here for like a week straight, and I think everyone joking was just homeless in Texas for a little.
Homeless in Texas for a week.
You're just going from couch to couch.
Dead
Hey.
ass, yeah.
Hey, this is the couch surfing demon right here.
If anyone can do
Actually,
it,
no, he
it's
takes
too-
my bed, bro.
He takes
Oh,
my
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he throws you to the bed, right? To the couch.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
bro, that bed is mine.
But yeah, pretty much.
Beautiful. Why do you think that there is such a prevalent scene in Texas? Like, and there's one in New York, there's one in California, but those particular scenes, it feels like, like art is so advocated for that it's like almost cool to be punk. But like, what is the driving force in Texas? Like, why is there such a dense area or a dense scene of punks here?
I will say, like, I think Texas, like, the whole scene in Texas is very special, and I will say it's a little different from, like, California or New York. Mostly because, like, I think everything is kind of accepted here. Like, you can go to, like, some hardcore show, and then you can go to, like, some twinkly ass, like,
Too nice.
super completely different, like, of what you were listening to the next day. But like, I think it's just everything is so accepted here. Like, I feel like in some other scenes, like, it's like mainly hardcore, like mainly deathcore, like mainly screamo. But I feel like there's so many different like sounds and bands that are coming out of like Texas, especially like Denton, like DFW area. Like, there's so many different bands that you can listen to, and I think that's what really makes it special.
I think there's such a big scene here because in other spaces that are not like full of alternative people, there's a huge lack of art and creativity. Like, I remember when I was in high school and I would be driving like an hour and 30 minutes to Denton or to practice. Like, at high school, people are like mean, like, and
Sure.
there is a specific type of suffering like only Texan people can feel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the reason there's so much good music is because most of the people don't like any other spaces around here in Texas, and this is like our little safe space.
It's also a space just for anybody and everybody. You know, it's not limited. None of these shows are like for this group or anyone is welcome. Everyone's welcome, and we, bands encourage people to come out, and we like seeing the scene grow. And I think that's also one thing too, is that it's really welcoming just to everybody.
Yeah.
I also-
I have to do real quick.
Okay.
I was like, I think a good example of that is shout out Rubber Gloves. Rubber
Yeah.
Gloves has like,
Hey, bro.
he's wearing the hoodie. He's wearing the hoodie. But Rubber Gloves is a great venue that we play at, and Rubber Gloves every week it's so different.
Yeah.
Like-
It's like one day there's like
Yeah.
some deathcore show, and then the next
It's
there's
like
a
an art
drag
gallery.
show.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Rubber Gloves has so much, and that's why it's like that's like the heart of Denton almost. Is like you can go there and see everything.
But that's also like the heart of like DFW screamo.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Screamo's there, Hardcore's there. There's a bunch
Yeah.
of emo there, Second Wave. That's why everyone has like a little like party there. It's like you can express everything you like there.
I think
Yeah.
another thing that I noticed, especially when I was like when Dead Butterflies was first forming, is like we had it crazy, bro. You could see Versus Self, Numir, Cinema,
literally.
bullets for like $10 in like a backyard.
Yeah.
It's just like you can see a bunch of like really, really, really crazy
And
shows.
it's
There were tons of
definitely
bangers.
grown. It's grown from there.
And I also think that for a while, I think you would be able to better speak on this, but I think like screamo and hardcore was kind of like in a separate
no,
group for
yeah.
a bit.
That's the thing.
2022.
Before I joined Dead Butterflies, not necessarily right before, but since I was like 14 years old, I went to hardcore shows here. I wasn't really tapped into screamo all that much. It's only until very recently, and when I joined Dead Butterflies, that's when that was. But I definitely see now, like for example, like what Kyle was talking about, and even Johnny, where like you go to Rubber Gloves and you see so many different ideas, like hardcore and screamo and stuff. At one point, it was a very separate scene, but over time, like we all live like an hour away from each other, or like max an hour away. And over time, like you'll start seeing people at screamo shows that you saw at the last hardcore show, and it's just a
100%.
big. It's just really cool. It's
Big
really
family.
cool.
There was a big turning point, like for sure. It was like 2023 where like everything kind of just came together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You worded it very well the other day. You were like, Rubber Gloves is one of the few venues I can go to and just.
Yeah, I can go to a show alone at Rubber Gloves, and I know that there's going to be people I know there.
At
Yeah,
least
it's
one.
Like, I
it's
feel
that
comfortable.
community.
That's like the one venue I feel comfortable going to alone because I literally know everyone.
It's a community.
Yeah.
It's a
Huge
group of people
Even
who
the
know
staff,
each other.
like-
Yeah,
Oh,
even
yeah.
the staff.
Shout out Scott.
Scott, the sound guy, he's good.
Yeah, the staff is really great. They make everything possible. Like they really do make it like a welcoming space for
Yeah.
sure. But they keep that shit.
And that's a big part of the
Keep that shit
process.
running.
also,
It's a
Yeah.
good part of. It's a good thing to have in definitely our scene. That it is like a place where everyone goes because everyone knows each other. You know, it's not like we're going out everywhere randomly. Rubber Gloves is that spot where a bunch of bands in Denton do play and everyone knows each other there.
the spot.
It's the
Yes.
spot, so everyone knows each other and it's very familiar.
If you
Yeah.
if you
on a main
you feel
stage show, you know
comfortable
it's gonna
being
be
there.
tough.
I also see that in other cities.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like
yeah.
in Texas, I mean, the thing about Texas is massive.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Like the end.
The-
Like
Houston.
that's actually exactly what I'm saying. Like even in Houston, I see that they have something so similar, and that's like 4 hours away from here. Like even though it's like the next city over, you still got to drive 4 hours to the next city over. Where it might be different in other states, where you just drive 30 minutes. You're in a whole different part of the state, different city.
Kind of an offshoot thing, but one thing that I've been like really like flattered and grateful for is I'll see a lot of like my DFW friends. They'll be at a show and we're in like Houston or we're in Austin, and like a lot of people have really been like driving out to see us, even though like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
see us next
Paloma,
week
bro.
in Rubber Gloves, but like
Yeah.
it's still like shout out
Houston and
Paloma.
San Antonio
Shout out
shows,
Paloma.
even though they're like 4 hours away, it still feels local.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Still
a good
feels
way to put it.
local.
That's a good way to put it because it just feels like home.
Yeah.
It's Texas, bro.
It's Texas.
It's just
I feel like you guys ride this very, very fine line of like, there's still enough suffering, as you said.
Yeah.
Still, want to go to shows, but for some reason you're able to like coagulate enough for a scene. Because I think in like, in Ohio, like if you're a fucking emo kid, like you're probably pretty alone. In that. Like,
Yeah.
Well, in New York is like the opposite, where it's like, I don't even know if they're emo kids because, and not to gatekeep, but it's like
Yeah.
people advocate for it. It's
Yeah.
like punk is cool, so it's like it's I don't know.
One thing I will say is I remember when I would try to put my friends on like this, like when I was like a junior in high school, I was like, "Hey man, you should listen to Widow Dusk. You should listen to Your Eyes Fucking Cool." And I was like, "Fun!" Like,
And 2 years later, it's like their favorite.
That's
thing
the
to
thing.
do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
and as much as I want to be mad and upset about that because I felt like I got like mistreated, I think it's a beautiful thing that kind of shows the growth of the people around me,
100%.
and also
And the
just
music.
what's up?
The music too. It's
and the
like,
music. It's just like a one big like just connectivity. I don't know.
It's a network of
I do.
ideas, music, people.
Some good stuff.
Shout out to Kevin. He's been listening to Dead Butterfly since that first EP dropped, like the day of.
Who's kind of
Kevin
Oh,
Contreras.
He's some no.
He's-
Different.
Kevin, some dude in my high school. Just
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
Kevin.
yeah.
I know a lot of. We know a lot of.
There's a lot of different Kevins,
There's a
but
lot
I
of
like that
Kevins.
Kevin.
I do feel
You said
bad,
last
like
time,
what
Kevin.
you said, for people who are like in Ohio or like some really like small state who are alternative and emo, or I guess Oklahoma too, since you want to say something.
you drive 4 hours.
I do feel really bad for them because, like, I guess not enough people in those spaces yearn for community as much as we do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, I feel like the reason there's such a big scene here is because people are so desperate to
It's
find
true,
someone
it's
who
the
accepts
truth.
them
That's the truth.
and have a community.
But you
So,
just want to be connected with people.
It's also-
that human feeling.
It's also to a point, is I feel like that search for community only comes when you start to see the glimmers of it,
Mhm.
especially when you're kind of in a place where like there ain't shit going on.
Yeah.
You like the only option you have is to build that community and to just
Yeah.
start a band,
Yeah.
to play shows, to book you and your friends, and to just keep it working because people will see that and people will follow that. And
You got to make the scene
you gotta make. If
Yeah.
you don't got a scene, there's no other choice but to make
to
it.
make it.
Yeah.
Pioneer,
and it,
pioneer what you want to see in that scene. You know, you guys, especially if it doesn't exist.
At one point, like we were booking our own shows.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
were playing shows that we booked with our friend. I mean, Cliffmore. That was like, like
Those
I-
are our friends.
those were the friends.
Those are
you
just
know?
like the band homies, yeah. Like the
So
scene
like
homies.
when we played a show, we booked it at Rubber Gloves, and we had our friends hop
Rubber
on.
Gloves.
We just had our friends going.
It's the same shit, dude.
It
It's
really
the same
is.
shit.
It's just a cycle, bro.
But yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry. And it's also like not just about the music, like it's inherently a very like queer space for people to go and know that they're not like gonna get hate crimed at a show
Yeah.
or anything like that. So
Yeah.
Should I do the big Embers lore drop?
No.
no, we've talked too much on this question.
I guess so.
Okay, go. I mean, wrap
I
up.
don't care.
If you manage to stick this far, one of our songs, Embers, is written as a love song, but it's really just about gender dysphoria and how that kind of fucked with my head for a long time, and so I think DB, even if not presenting, I think we are all very inherently queer core.
Queer cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
where it's like whether it's queer sexually or queer gendered.
We're
Just generally, it's a very like gender's a very big like huge floppy spectrum within this band, and that's kind of how we view everything else.
yeah. I think that's why I'm so glad to have this. We all fit together.
Yeah.
Even when we wouldn't fit elsewhere.
Yeah.
Why do you think? Why do you think that? Sorry, I got a little off track. Why do you think that there's a resurgence of emo music or punk music within the community? Is
I
it?
would take that.
Yeah.
I think I definitely think it's a bit of a blend between like the more you like see your friends listening to something, the more you see other people listening to something. You go to the shows, you see the shows going on, you're like damn, I want to be there next time anything like that comes around. But I also think like it really like popped up post 2020 COVID, back to the suffering thing.
Yeah.
I think we
You want to feel the music
Yeah.
with your emotion.
and we especially live in like a country and like a political climate that really sparks innovation
Yeah.
incredibly through suffering.
Well,
but that,
Genuinely.
And the music also has emotion to it that works with the time period right now. There's just a lot of, like unhappiness and suffering going around, and music's a good thing to channel that.
just go to a show with your
Yeah.
homies, bro.
Even
Fuck
if you're
it.
not playing in a band, it's always nice to go see a band. Just experiencing the music that connects to you, it really helps.
I guess just really quick on the topic of like suffering and dead butterflies. I do want to like emphasize that Dead Butterflies is not solely about just like feeling terrible and sad and like there needs
It's
to
about
be change.
growth.
It's really about growth. It started off as me just like coping with a stupid ass breakup,
Breakups are hard.
but
Yeah.
it turned into something much bigger. It turned into me dealing with like everything. I think to all of us collectively dealing with so many things, and I think on stage we're a pretty good mix of like just that genuine feeling that I think we all hold, and also like breakdowns and dancing for shits and gigs. 'Cause-
Yeah.
'cause,
Yeah.
There's also a sense of joy in a lot of
yeah, there's a sense of joy.
You can only be
My-
so sad.
when
after
I-
that.
You can
only be so sad.
You only
You gotta
be
be
so
happy.
sad.
When I invited my grandma
Oh, you
to
got to
come
pop
watch
it up.
us,
Oh, that's
she
fucking
she
awesome.
described us as like a circus.
It's a circus.
Yeah.
It's sound of us.
What a circus of an act, dude.
What a bunch of clowns. Bro. No, she meant it in a nice way.
I think DB expresses the joy of living, both a lot of like the fuck and both like the
Bro, it's ups and downs, bro.
Yeah. Ups and
And that's
downs.
Good and
okay.
the bad.
because that's life, and if you don't embrace all of it, then you're not embracing life.
Yeah, you're not really living
That's
life.
what we do.
I feel like there's also just a lot of like very easily like receivable bands popping up in screamo
It's a lot more
and emo.
digestible.
It's a lot more digestible just for like the common listener. Like I know a lot of my friends who aren't like super into emo and screamo, just finding bands on their own that are like good for them, I guess.
Something that they can get into.
Is something
Yeah,
that they can
something
get
that's-
into, and it's kind
It
of
just
like
leads down a
leading.
whole rabbit hole.
Yeah,
That
it's
is a
leading them
rabbit
into
hole.
the scene.
It's a good gateway.
Because next thing you know, you're listening
The
to
mom jeans to say
The mom.
Yeah.
Tapped in.
I feel like that's what second wave is about, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like you could hear it on the radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very for everybody.
Dude, I need to see
Sunny
my
Day
shit
Real
live.
Estate.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to talk to William not next month, 3 weeks from now, from Sunny Day.
Oh my gosh,
That's crazy.
that's so
We're
sick.
listening to them in the car right over here.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so tough. What?
I guess I'm wondering how do you apply obviously some lovely things that you guys have learned from being in the scene. How do you apply it to your personal lives outside of music?
We can go one by one on that one.
When I had really bad social anxiety when I started Dead Butterflies, like I really, there's a point where I wanted to be the guitarist, but I couldn't. I never even brought it up because I thought it was a stupid ass idea. But I was really like, I couldn't talk to people. I couldn't really do much. I was kind of, I was aware of a lot of the faults that I had as a person, but I was very indulgent on them. I knew what I had wrong and I knew what I had to do, but I kind of just thought it was like, oh, this is what I'm gonna be forever. And then just going into the scene and not only expressing myself on a stage, but just seeing everybody else do that made me realize that there is so much growth all around me constantly that I am not only a part of, but like I can see the first steps for so many other people that I've taken as well. I think one of the songs that we don't play anymore that really genuinely changed my perspective on a lot of things was a song called Homemade Bread. We would play it, and literally I remember almost every show I would like black out because I would just like cry and sob and scream on stage, and by the time the song was over I had no recollection of what I just did. But I think it's that pure, raw, unfiltered expression of the self that has genuinely shown me that there is nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Especially being on like a stage in front of like a bunch of people, like I think that's really like just helped with like being socially anxious. Like
My favorite thing is when people like cry like constellations and
Right,
stuff.
it's just like-
oh.
It's like, dang.
damn.
We
It's like exposure therapy. You kind of just. It's kind of
Yeah.
like you have no choice but to like face something
you just put it all out there.
that you kind of don't want to face.
And then I
But
realized,
as a
like, oh, I love this.
performer, you have no choice but to just do what you got to do.
And you realize it's chill.
It's like you still
You're
good.
still
The
good.
big
Yeah, you
TLDR of this is just do it.
So something for me, kind of being in like this band and being in the scene is at a lot of points doing this band, there was a lot of just personal and also this stressful stuff going on. And there still is, and there still always will be. But I think something I had to teach myself with this is that a lot of the stuff I was stressing about is so far out over there, and like not a lot of stuff I can really personally handle and work with. So I had to teach myself that yeah, these things are scary, but if I can't really think about it or do it right now, I think I will be okay when we get to it. And I would think that with shows too, I would stress myself out on the way to a show almost. When we started doing it, I was very nervous to perform because I'd gone from doing concerts at like my local high school to now going on stages with people I don't know.
The real venues.
Yeah, real venues and like real random people and like real people who wanted to see us. So I was just very scared and afraid. And once we started doing it, it was the one thing I had to teach myself is that like these people are here for a new experience as well, and they're probably just as scared as we are or just as excited. So may as well just do it scared and excited rather than
The person,
put on a bad
the
stage.
person in the corner crossing their arms watching a set. That was me at one point.
Yeah.
It was all of us.
It was all of us.
I think DB has definitely given me a lot of confidence in like my ability and my friends' abilities and stuff like that. Like we're doing things that child me would have never thought was possible. So, and I mean, honestly, even just me like a year ago probably would have never thought was possible. So it kind of just opens up my eyes and stuff and be like wow, the sky really is the limit. And definitely gives me like that motivating force, like we can go pretty far. And also help with social anxiety because there's like lots of people to talk to,
Yeah.
lots of community to make. And
Oh yeah. Honestly, my answer is probably gonna be the same. I think I'm way better at navigating social situations and like being outside of like a show or a band practice and like being at a normal place like my job or around people who aren't in the scene. I don't feel like I'm not allowed to talk about like being in a screamo band or being like, I don't know. It just feels like it's not a weird thing to like anymore.
I think that butterflies. I think at the beginning, that was definitely the hardship that they're expressing. I mean, I was always just like a very to myself person. It was the same with my musicianship. Like, I've been playing drums since I was probably like 10, 11 years old. And really, I never really did anything with it. I just kind of did it in my dad's shed, you know, in the back. But over time, like, I had to grow to be like, okay, well, what can I do with this musicianship that I've been acquiring over the years? You know, I've just been playing various different instruments over the years. But I think, like, as of recently, the biggest breakthrough that I've experienced through DB is also just, like, learning that, like, I don't have to be, like, a slave to, like, economic hardships. I can also be, like, a touring musician doing what I love, just trying to make sure I eat the next day. And to an extent, that fucking sucks. But the thing is, like, if I'm at home, I'm doing the same thing. But instead, like, in this context, I'm somewhere else. God knows where, that I would have no reason otherwise to do that.
Yeah.
Still making sure I can eat the next day. And that's cool because it gives me a new perspective on the world and the life that I want to live.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My parents told me I was committed to being poor.
That's tough.
One thing about this is I think DB has constantly broken the boundaries I set for myself, like time and time again. I was like, oh my god, this is just going a lot farther than I ever thought it would. And now I'm to the point where it's a little bit out of spite to, like, some of my family members and stuff, because they'll be like, "Oh, your new little rock band is like,
no.
So how's the job search going?" and it's just stuff like that. I feel like a lot of the compliments I get from the people around me that don't really know what this is, a lot of it is like, "That's cool, but you're gonna fail."
Yeah.
And then, like, time and time again, we have not failed, and I think I'm tired of setting the limit to the sky, because I think we can just keep on doing this, because this is what I want to do. This is what I'm driving towards.
Yeah.
And we not reckon the whip.
We know.
Yeah, we still good.
Not reckon the whip.
Still good.
I guess for me, personally, I don't know. Yeah, same. Where I wasn't as much of I'm a very social person to, like, people, even if I don't know them very well. I can try to be very social, but it's harder for me to more, like, connect deeper. But I guess being in DB, it was more of like, it was more of like trying to be more than I thought I could be. Because I actually had a very similar conversation with my mom recently, where I told her, I'm like, man, sometimes I wish, like, not very often, but sometimes, like, dang, I wish I could, like, go to school, have like a job. But then I'm like, and like I look at myself, I'm like, no, I don't. I get to, like, tour, I get to be with my friends.
Really think back because we don't have money.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I wish I had a job for money.
Yeah, it's like,
not anything
I told her, it's like, I wish I could live mundane life. Sometimes I recollect, I'm like, dang, I could be, like, normal. But I'm like, I don't want to be normal, you know? Being here, I could be more than I ever thought I could be. And so, like, this DB has shown me that we are more than we could ever think we could be. It's like, we can go beyond.
I think the search for normalcy, whatever the hell the word is, the search for being normal is kind of, I think, pointless, because I don't think we are normal people.
Yeah.
I don't think we fit into normal social circles. I don't think we are the standard. So
we're right where we need to be, bro.
We're right where we need to be.
That's
That's a really good way to put it.
Like, there's nowhere else to be.
Yeah, there's also nowhere else I'd rather be, honestly.
Yeah.
As much as I got a phone, this is a random story, but I got a phone call about, like, a mechanic job because my resume, because I worked at a discount tire. I looked at it and I was like, man, you know, I really want to accept this call and get a job because, you know, I don't want to be broke.
I don't want to be broke.
I don't want to be broke. And I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, but would I really ever want to leave, like, a touring band just to go work at Jerry's mechanic shop?
It's like having security or having, like, the time of my life.
Yeah.
It's like even though it's hard sometimes to, like, tell myself, like, I'm gonna be broke for the next couple months. This is what I get to do. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do since I was, like, 10 years old. Like, I gotta do it.
That's a gamble we all want to take, and I think it's a gamble that is pretty worthwhile.
I could spend this time getting into hella debt, going to college, and not having a job, or I could just do what I want to do and what I love.
But, like, there's also, like, ways to make it livable.
Yeah, there's
like,
ways to make it possible.
Like, recently my gig outside of this has just been doing drum lessons. I've just been teaching kids drums, and that's just like that thing just gets me enough to where, like, I can at least make sure that my family's taken care of, I'm taken care of. to not be a burden, you know.
Yeah.
Well, like just generally like that. That's the approach I'm taking until we get to tour. We just see what's the move for right now. Just live a day at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say like personally, I think I used to be like a nervous wreck with my social anxiety. Like I like had no friends and I was like so scared to just talk to people. But performing on a stage in front of a bunch of people where you kind of just have to do it and you're so vulnerable in that moment, where I feel like now being on a stage is like so comfortable for me. Like it's a really like comfortable place for me, and
That's like in a room of 5, I'm less comfortable.
Right,
Like
yeah.
500.
I feel like now I've really grown to where like I'm comfortable playing in front of like a bunch of people, but
That's where you're
if-
supposed to be.
I can't do no one-on-one talk in person.
Not very easy. I think something also that was nice too is coming from our music backgrounds in our high school. You know, we're kind of in a program where not everyone wanted to do it, and it wasn't always fun. And I think when he's talking about the vulnerability on stage, it's like the people who are watching you accept that vulnerability and take it in with themselves, and they also participate in the show. So it's not only that, you know, we have to do it, but it's also people are accepting of who you are on stage, and they oftentimes are giving it back to you and are enjoying the show. And I think that's a very rewarding thing for us all on stage.
You played that. That was
Yeah.
tough as fuck.
That was
W
really
words.
nice. I like that.
Anyway,
W words.
W words.
is that more?
W speech.
W
bro.
speak? Anyone else?
W speak.
I think we talked.
Yeah, I think
I think we did.
Yeah, I
think
think that's
I think we've answered this question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. And you, I guess I'm curious as to. I know you're broke. What do you do for work besides drum lessons? Do you guys have jobs? You do.
I have a
We have,
job. I'm like
The
a
middle of the group
hostess-
has a job.
I'm like a hostess
I'll zoom in.
at a restaurant. I'm a hostess at a restaurant, and I honestly the pay is like $10 an hour. It's low-key bad, but the schedule is good. The people I work with are really nice, and they're like gonna let me come back after tour. So
tough.
I'm staying there because of the people. I
Where-
like it.
That's what I work at Guitar Center, so they're like super like accepting of the fact that I'm a musician and I'm even gonna go tour. That job's waiting for me. You know what I mean? So that's always really nice. It's
I
also
just
like,
applied.
bro, that's tough, bro.
Yeah,
But,
to
like,
be an instructor.
A lot of the times, like, there's gonna be like people who would work with you, especially in such a like weird. I mean, it's not weird, but it's definitely like out of the ordinary type of situation where you just going off to play music for like the next 3 or 4 months. Like that's odd, but it's pretty cool.
I think the reason why we're all kind of like scattered right now is because we're about to jump into, I guess it's not announced, or as of right now it's not announced, but it'll be announced when this gets out. We're about to jump into a tour with us and Empty Shell Casing, which is immediately followed by a tour with Catalyst, which is then followed by like a few festivals, and then a tour with another band that we can't announce yet. And it's to the point where I had to drop out of college because
We all dropped.
We all
We
dropped
all
out.
dropped out of college. Could not do this and have a job or school.
We're- yeah.
It's this or nothing. No for nothing. you know?
Okay, so now I kind of get the parental
Yeah.
backhanded.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had to
It's,
like,
it's,
drop
a,
out.
it's a little hard telling your parents your job. It's a little.
Yeah. I have to quit my job and stuff.
It's a little hard telling your parents, yo, I'm dropping everything. You don't got nothing. Like you're just doing it.
Zero security.
Like it's a really hard thing to anybody, honestly, even to ourselves. It was really hard to get that point across to anybody, and it still is.
And I think it's both chasing the dream but capturing the moment that we are very lucky to have.
100%, because like even if this doesn't like
Pan out like
work
you wanted.
and like work like how we want it, I'm just glad that I was able to experience
To do
all
it.
this with everybody.
To get to
Like,
do it.
because like you said, school's always there, job's always there. It's
Yeah.
like I'd rather tour for a year and then be broke and just go back to a job and never do it at all.
I was
keep on touring.
I was gonna be a welder. Those jobs are always gonna exist. So
Yeah.
I think like to experience this and just to even do it at 100% is a privilege in itself. Like, and that's a thing that I think none of us really want to miss out on.
We're gonna keep on playing DB forever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
till we're
we're-
78.
we are definitely giving 100% of ourselves right now. We're,
So we're
yeah, like
giving,
jobs are
giving it
gone,
all.
school's gone. We're giving 100%.
Yeah, we're all in.
Back to the first question. I'm a barista.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm a barista.
Cooper's a barista.
The guy from I Promise the Mason was also from I Promise the World was
Which
also.
one?
Which one?
Please,
He is the drummer.
Drummer?
Okay.
What a go.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't agree more though. I think when you die, you're not gonna think about your accolades. It's just like the experience
No,
that
yeah.
you all, love and
Not taking any money with you to the afterlife.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Fuck
like,
that shit.
You're dying broke.
You dying broke.
You're dying
You dying broke. Yes.
I guess on the topic of mortality.
Oh my god!
God.
This is not the question.
If I were to die, I care less about the legacy I leave behind, which I know is a hot take, but I care more about the life I was so gracefully able to live. And so I think that's what I'm working for, is to be in my deathbed and be like, damn, I could have been working at Walmart.
In the hospital at like 85. Man, I really did play in the Screamo band. And then die. Yeah, I mean, you only live once, so why? I think my personal thing is why live the mundane when you can go out and do shit like this. Like this doesn't happen to anybody and everybody. So it's like I said, it's a really big privilege.
For me, it's less about the actual audible sonic music itself, but about being able to capture and share feelings with so many people who I would never otherwise meet, and I will never meet, people who will watch us from a stage and leave my life permanently. And I think that is the beauty of it, is everything comes and it goes, and sometimes a few of these people stick, and that's some of my closest non-Dead Butterflies friends, or all of them, are met through just playing shows and meeting people and talking to people.
And Discord.
And
Discord.
And it's called out.
But yeah.
I don't even use Discord like that, bro.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
She's
for
sure,
She's
for
a
sure.
moderator of her own Discord.
And I'm not in
I mean, Ginger Bee, they are
Shout out Ginger.
Shout out
They're
Ginger.
all over the fucking place. They are genuinely an internet.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that was a possibility. But
Yeah.
They're
And
all-
they're
It's so-
so
it's-
freaking
it looks-
They make that
talented.
stuff
It looks like a
work.
nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
It looks like a
I'm
fucking
sure it is.
nightmare.
I did Godfuck, but one of the people from Godfuck is in Ginger Bee.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, we
described it a bit, and I was just like, oh my.
We played with them recently. It was fucking awesome.
Oh my
You
god.
wouldn't think
that
that they're an
was
internet
so-
band.
Yeah,
They're
you
so
did.
tight.
No, they're
They're
so
really
tight.
good chemistry with each other.
Yeah, they play
Yeah.
really well.
One of the really incredible things about Ginger Bee, in my personal opinion, is the fact that one person does the scoring, everyone else just has a job to learn it. Don't even rehearse it. Whenever you just see everybody in person, just
Like
run it.
sight read, bro.
It's not even just sight read. It's just personal practice.
I think-
Go to the stage and just hope it works,
I think-
and it works every time
It
for
does.
them.
It's made us cry.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be like Fork Fountain Kitchen.
Thank you, bro.
But two of the earliest Dead Butterflies inspirations were both Ginger Bee and Your Arms My Cocoon.
Fork Fountain Kitchen.
Yeah, Fork Fountain Kitchen. But simply, not only because sonically I thought it was cool, but because Your Arms showed me and it was like, whoa, you can just do this by yourself. And then Ginger Bee showed me, like, oh my god, you can do crazy ass shit with people who you've never
Yeah.
seen before. And that's
Such a contrast.
yeah, that's originally how Dead Butterflies started, was just kind of online stuff. And then I realized I want to do this with my homies, so I'm doing it with my homies.
Yeah.
On Tweet Tweet.
But it's
Tweet Tweet?
it's crazy the determination the people in Ginger Bee have.
Yeah.
Ginger Bee, I'm gonna say that.
They
Gonger Bee.
make it work under every circumstance possible. They do it.
I think they're playing their last show.
They are.
Oh.
Don't say that, bro.
I've been. We need to road
We
trip.
gotta
to
go.
that
We're
show.
talking about road trip.
I want to
Bro,
road
we
trip
gotta
to
hop
that
on
show.
that Amtrak.
Yeah.
We gotta
Oh yeah,
We'll be
be
on
there.
my foot, man. It's the great DB pilgrimage to the.
To go see Ginger
It's on foot. We're going on foot. We're walking across state lines.
It's like
We lost the plot.
Okay.
We've lost the plot.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
okay. The plot should be lost.
I
Yeah.
think that's just how we are.
That's how we are.
Yeah.
We get lost.
My next question, it doesn't have to be so binary, but is making music, does it come from a place of suffering? Is it more pain or is it more positivity? Is it,
I
if
think.
you had to connotate it?
I think recently, we're working on a new EP right now, new release. We're working on something new, and I think the overall feel. I was thinking about this. This is a shower thought, actually. I was thinking about it on our EP. All the songs have a bit of a feeling of growth or a feeling of love, or they're all.
It's very joyful.
They're all
It's
very,
very
joyful, and I think that's just because the kind of the era that we kind of came into of writing it. But I think music, when we write it, it just depends on how we're feeling that day, how we write it, and just kind of the overall vibe of anything. So our music's not always, suffering based, and it's not always joy based.
It used to be though.
But it used to be.
It used to be though.
Yeah.
But I think Micah put it perfectly in a way that it's a sense of growth. I think this EP shows that because Heat Death of the Universe was a growth for the band in general, just having a new sound, integrating new members, going on the road, that was very big for us. And I think this EP is very big for us in the growth way that it's pushing the musical boundaries and also the idea boundaries of what that music's supposed to make you
I'd
feel.
like to add on to that.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Because the music.
Oh my God.
One last thing.
Oh
I'm
my
not done.
One last thing.
I'm not done.
Our old music is very direct, and this new EP is very much like to your interpretation. Nothing is
100%.
nothing on this EP is very like it's supposed to be this or this. It's very much your interpretation, and I think that's a very good growth for our music. Anyway,
I think in like the concept of like growth also, growth isn't easy either.
no,
Like that in itself is
It's
painful.
Yep.
So it's like I can't really say it's like full on hopeful. I can't really say it's this or that because either way, like things are hard. It's music,
I mean, for me personally, all the songs I write come from a place of suffering. So
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Texas.
yeah.
Gotta get out of here, bro.
Micah, you got that?
I think it's just acknowledging the self, and the self has highs and lows, obviously, as that is life. And if you don't experience that, you're not living a true life.
But with the concept of like leaving everything a lot up to interpretation, as of recently, it's also inspired by what our old band director would tell me a lot. Is as soon as you play a single note, as soon as any of your art comes out into the world, you lose your grasp and it becomes the listener's interpretation.
Who told you that?
Belk.
I don't. That's the only good thing about it.
But I really like thought about that, and I was like yes, I'm obviously expressing myself and I'm expressing all these things, but I think what I really connected to when I was first like finding all these bands was the fact that I could see myself in this. I could name the album. I could really see myself, and I put myself in these shoes, and it's not like I'm. It's not like I'm being told a story. It's as if I'm like living through it, and obviously these stories come with my own interpretation. So I feel like leaving everything kind of just to the listener. In a way, it makes it even more personal than if I would just completely just bluntly describe how I feel.
Yeah.
Touch it.
Yo, touch
Yo,
it.
touch it.
You got an answer?
Yo, touch shit. Oh, that's how we say it here.
We just say yo, touch it. Yeah, yo, touch it.
Yo, touch shit. Yo, touch shit. Yo.
Wait, can we talk about our slang?
No.
Yes, we can.
We're about to go.
We have a dialect.
We have our
No.
own
I
dialect.
think y'all should let him ask the next question.
We're progressing.
Give me a couple.
We're
Okay.
progressing the conversation.
All right, let's throw out a good few ones. 3 good ones.
Tweet.
Tweet is important. Tweet is important.
Tweet is a good one.
That's important for
But
DP
you know what?
purposes.
Tweet is a direct derivative of Kirker.
That's true.
Kirker is a direct derivative of and I don't know that's been,
That's been a thing for a while.
So wait. It was cuz,
Cur,
and then
tweet.
No, so that's where, and then it was Kirker, and then that's where that ends. That's where Kirker ends, and then we have twin, twee, twa, and twone. That's it.
No, you forgot about Tway.
Tway.
Bro, nobody says that.
We say
That's us.
We make up. We make
That
up
is
our own
y'all.
names.
That is not us.
That's not
We
Stone.
do this.
That's us.
That's the rest of
That's a
us.
lot. We say this a lot on tour. It's like a tour dialect.
Yeah, we're all like parrots.
Baby
So
mustard.
wait.
Baby mustard.
Yeah.
Every tour we have like a new bit, and right now it's gonna be baby mustard.
Baby mustard.
No.
Oh, baby mustard.
Baby
Oh,
Hey,
mustard.
bro,
wow.
at the end of the day, the sun goes down.
At
At the end of
What
the
was
day,
At
the
the
sun
end
goes
of the
down.
day, the
Yeah.
sun. That was
goes
me.
down,
That one was
yeah.
me.
What was it last year in Oklahoma tour? It was Dave Blunt.
Oh yeah, Dave Blood.
We
No.
always have like a new vocal
You a
stream.
shrimp?
We're like parrots. Someone says
Oh,
something,
you
the
were
rest of
shrimp.
us say-
That's the two slimy.
That's the too slimy. Yeah, too
That's
slimy.
that too slimy.
Also, we're forgetting like the biggest one, the one that's the longest.
Correctly fly.
Correctly
Oh,
fried.
wait, okay, hold on.
Wait,
On our
what?
EP
Last one. Make the last one.
On our EP, there is a song called "These Wishes Burn." We've premiered it. We played it at our most recent show.
Premiered.
That show took took the long that song took the longest to write because we wrote it. It was bad, and we were postponing it. We're like, what do we do with it? And then we got it. But the name on that song, because of a bit, was Car Activate Fly. And for the longest time at rehearsals, we were like, man, when are we gonna finish writing Car Activate Fly? And then Micah's like, we need to change that name. What cannot be like
And
the
also,
final name?
Thorns used to be called Help. I thought this was Dead Butterflies.
Yeah.
Everything's
my
just a
God.
bit. Everything's just a bit.
Everything's just
Okay.
a bit to do big.
Y'all had your little slang.
We had our
section.
fun.
The slang
This is
section.
the most unique part of the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
attention.
human. I liked it. Okay, the
Chocolate's
documentary is called Finding Peace Through Hardcore. But how do you guys find peace or solace outside of music? Like, what habits or activities do you participate in that make you feel?
Would you want to go?
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing my dad told me when I was like just completely crashing out when I was like 15, I really started singing.
He was like, he told me like, what do I want? And I said, I want to be happy. And he told me and was like, that's impossible. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, you're running away from all these feelings. And he gave me like this really like big sit down talk. And long story short, he basically told me is like, I hate how he worded it, but Bill also said embrace the suck. A lot of things fucking blow and they suck. My God. A lot of things just don't feel the greatest. But if you really, really, really just sit down and look at yourself in the mirror, you don't look at what's on the mirror, you look at yourself. You look at yourself, you see how you feel, and you realize everything is deeper than what you think it is. Nothing is shallow. Nothing ever is shallow. You start to realize a lot of the pains are directly tied to the triumphs, and a lot of the triumphs are going to lead to pains. It's just, I think it's embracing the fact that we are human, and we have a pretty bad perception of human, especially like social media and stuff. I think that's just a given.
Yeah.
We always project ourselves in this sense of that isn't purely us. I think DB also ties to that. It also ties to expressing ourselves raw. But we always have to look cool. We always have to look pretty. We always can't like post like stupid shit on the internet. It's just like there's an image to uphold, and I think that has done like unrepairable damage to our people of our age because everybody is trying
to fit in an image.
trying to fit into something when that isn't yourself, and you are lying to yourself, and that is what will destroy you. And that mindset has completely changed literally every part of my life.
I'll say going to the actual question.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's how I found peace, and it's also related to music. So I guess it's related to how Dead Butterflies first formed.
I'll say in
nice.
activity wise, I like skating a lot. Like,
I
or
just
like
ponder.
taking walks and stuff like that. I really find peace in stuff like that. Just being alone and enjoying like nature and outside. Just makes me feel whole.
I'm a really big fan of like media, as in movies and TV shows. Big fan of like filmography and stuff like that. Really always want to be like a director or a writer. So I find a lot of peace in watching movies, breaking stuff down. I used to write scripts with my friends for like TV shows and stuff like that. And yeah, stuff like that also kind of brought me into making music because I like scoring music like for movies.
Oh yeah, it's tough.
So that's always been really fun. So I find a lot of peace in just watching a movie and being able to like dissect it, understand it, write notes. I find a lot of peace in movies, TV shows, media like that.
I have like a few hobbies that are like not music related. I really like I guess you could like an umbrella term would be like graphic design. I like making little edits or like sometimes I guess this is music related. I like making little edits of like bands. So I guess that's music related. Or I like playing video games after work. Like right now I'm playing I'm playing Resident Evil 2 right now.
Banger.
Great.
The remake.
Banger.
And I also really like binging shows. I started binging The Walking Dead like 2 weeks ago, and I'm on like season 6 already.
What is
so,
that? What is
yeah.
that? What is that?
I don't do anything else.
I like to read books.
Come on.
Bro.
Have fun. No,
Performer.
Got the headphones on.
Okay. Anyways, I read books. and I hop on the game a decent amount.
What's the latest book you read?
The latest book I read was The Setting Sun by Osamu Dazai.
That's a good one.
Tap in.
That's a good one.
Tap in.
Have you read No Longer Human?
Yeah, that was one of the
Have you
first.
ever read the one with the comic book, the Junji?
No, I haven't. I want to
good
though.
stuff.
I want to though. My favorite book is Kafka on the Shore by
Okay,
Haruki.
Murakami?
Yes, you're tapped in. But I play games too. Like I'm playing this game called Disco Elysium right now, and I've been watching shows and stuff. That's
And
about
the
it.
last question will be like, what media do you consume?
Oh.
We're gonna go.
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I take everything back.
I think personally, even though by the looks of it you can't tell, and I'm very bad at keeping up with it because I'm lazy, but I do enjoy working out. I think I'm a very like physical labor kind of dude. Like that fence got taken on the other side of the house, got taken down by a windstorm, gone, like it was on the floor. And me, my brother, my dad, and the whole family kind of came out for a couple days in the morning to do that. And just stuff like that, like labor work or even like physical activity for me is very like, it clears my mind a little. It helps because I'm like I said, I stress out a lot about a lot of things I can't control. And I think it's a very good outlet, especially because as a kid, when I was younger, I had really weird anger issues. And it translated into doing a lot of labor work. Because you can just dig a hole full force. And I hate dirt. It's what I would do. And
Y'all were working on that for a minute, too.
Yeah. And like I said, even though I don't keep up with it, and I know I'm very lazy with it, I think I do enjoy lifting weights because it is a very rewarding thing because you can see it in the process and you feel good about it.
He's strong.
I like to do physical work. I bitch and moan about it, but I think it's very mind clearing. I do a lot of like personal instrument playing too, like that piano back there gets a decent amount of practice just on the regular outside of DB. I play bass on the regular, and I used to play trumpet, but on the regular I used to play trumpet, but we're a little out of a trumpet right now. So, but yeah, those are just some of the things that I do to find peace just in my day to day or when I can.
If it's not music, I'm just chilling with my cat and thinking.
Where is that cat? You've been sending me a picture of a cat.
Well, it's me. I'm a
Majora?
Yeah, he's at my house. He's being a jerk today.
He's chopped.
Damn.
Yeah, I tried to pet him this morning, and he's like,
He's mean to me. That's a mean cat.
And the other day, I had his food bowl and I was gonna put it in. I guess I didn't feed him fast enough. Like, his tail started fluffing up. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
My cat's name is Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger helps you find peace outside of Harvard.
Cheeseburger.
Yes.
My cat's name. He's named after Majora's Mask.
Oh, really?
We know.
How about you?
Majora's Mask. Yeah.
Dude, that's such a good game.
I love it.
I've never played it. I don't consume media. Y'all making me realize I don't play games.
I'm the same way. I don't do
movies,
shit,
I don't read
bro.
books.
I mean, you play the game sometimes.
You play the
People
game.
having on Civ 6.
Y'all
every
always
now and
hopping
then.
on.
Oh,
I'm
that's
never
me.
hopping on, bro.
I love strategy games.
Oh, you're going to this
I
now.
love turn-based games. I play MOBA called Dota 2. I like.
Oh,
I
I just hate.
I
we got
just
League
like.
right here. League.
Oh, yeah,
League
yeah.
of Legends,
Yeah,
League of worse.
Bro, y'all outing me.
Whoa, we all hop on
Wait,
it.
hold on. We play CSGO.
We play CSGO, so we can't say nothing.
I haven't really been feeling it.
Used to gamble. No, just-
Yeah,
to gamble.
but
We all used to gamble.
I personally generally like to kind of just like pass time and just kind of stay put on my own time. I'm just with family. I'm just with my boyfriend. I'm just kind of chilling, not really doing much. I'm with my cats. I got like 3 cats.
Billion cats.
So
Million.
I always
This
been
is a cat man.
at one point,
have
my
dogs.
family is like a very
They're in the other room.
my family's a very cat family. At one point, we had like 10 cats in the house because one of our cats gave birth.
Dang.
So I would just spend all of my days taking care of kittens and cats that don't behave.
DB is so hectic and chaotic that I just need a simple form of just literally doing nothing. Because whenever DB hits, it's like, fuck.
You're doing the most.
We doing the most or nothing at
So
all?
much shit going on. This is like my downtime is chilling with my cat and pondering.
A lot of it can be very easily overstimulating, especially because there's 7 of
All
us.
of it.
Seven.
All of
It's
it.
very.
It seems like you guys get along very.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
chemistry
yeah.
is
Fucking
very.
hate this
very
dude.
I hate
good.
this.
I hate this dude, bro.
For real, bro.
I mean, you guys have pretty much answered the usual last question, but can you articulate a little bit more about like what specific things you engage in, and if it's nothing at all, just I guess describe that a little bit.
Describe what?
That's
Okay, so I
what
guess-
you do in the sit down where nothing at all. Do you meditate? Like, what's the,
I actually did used to do a little bit of meditation, but most of my time is really spent like making my cat enjoy life because he's older and I just got him. He's one of my childhood cats, but I just got him again, and he's older, and he kind of came from a really bad home, and he was a very, very, very aggressive cat all of his life. You can still see some of it now, but honestly, it's really about taking care of my cat because he's so old, and he's to the latter half of his life,
He's chopped.
and he's chopped,
Yeah.
and
He's
I don't know if you can see that.
He's
but-
kind of cross-eyed.
He's
Oh,
got,
yeah,
he's got a
he's
cross-eyed.
cross-eyed. He looks at 2 people at once. But like a
He's fat.
lot of
He's fat.
when I got him, one of the first things I had to accept was like, this dude could die any day now.
Yeah.
Bro, he ate the leaf that
But-
one time.
He ate a leaf and started vomiting. He has a very sensitive tummy. But I love him so
Very
much. I
special
love my
cat.
cat Majora so much. And I want to make his brief time that I get to share with him very enjoyable. So that's why I always I pet him and stuff like
I
that.
pet him.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
sometimes
bed.
and sometimes if he's being too, oh yeah.
he's not a breakfast
get
in
it
bed.
You
With
put him
the-
on,
with
you
the
eat with
Ramona
him on the
bread.
table, bro. You eat with him on the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he eats with me on the table. And the other day I posted on my Instagram story. I got a custom plate that's based off of him, and I put his treats on it and I gave it to him in bed. He was like,
Oh, he was eating.
Yeah, he eating laying
Yeah.
down.
he was eating it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
This cat has had such like a shitty.
What a
upbringing.
monarch, dude.
What a monarch.
I think I do a lot of sitting behind a computer. I'm like the smiling friends meme. It's like, damn, it look like that. Oh, I gotta fix that.
Charlie?
I do a lot of I'm very much just kind of on my computer, whether it's like consuming tons of YouTube or like playing any game I can think of. I think it's
What YouTube people, what games?
Nothing.
I can't even really think. It's a lot of like, I guess slop. It's like slop, but it's just a lot of like
Internet
gaming
slop?
content. Yeah, it's mostly
Just AI generated.
No. So I'll explain it this way. The second monitor is for background noise. So if a YouTube video looks interesting, I'll click it and that's it.
Infinite stimulation.
Yeah, you know. I think I play a lot of like first person shooters. Like I enjoy a lot of like the Fallout games and
Tough.
I like the Fallout games. I play a good bit of like Black Ops 3, even some like Black Ops 6.
Is that a new one now?
I'm not spending $70 on AI
I still
slop.
bought it in the end. It was just I fucking hate
I
it.
need to
No,
do that.
I'm not spending $70 on AI slop. I'd rather buy Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
But like,
Zombies though,
like
you know.
we used to play CS:GO, and so I spend a good chunk of time just kind of filling time playing games or
Behind the screen.
or
Behind the screen.
Yeah, or I'm consuming a decent amount of like music content through Spotify. I do a lot of like research. Like I think something I've been doing like the last 3 months is trying to find like a jazz piano album. I haven't found one for December yet, but I did that just to kind of challenge myself musically to see, you know, what they were doing, what I could pick up by ear, and what even just sounded new and interesting. And then I do a lot of, you know, like I said earlier, self-practice. So I guess I indulge in a good bit of bad media and a good bit of good media. So it just depends.
Lately I've been like rediscovering a lot of things that I used to like a few years ago. So as I said earlier, I've been playing Disco Elysium. It's a pretty awesome game.
Bioshock 2, banger.
But I've been reading. I just finished like catching up on Chainsaw Man.
I
I
still
like
need
that
to
one.
catch up.
I have not seen that one.
That one's good. I just started.
With the manga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the manga.
I need to catch up on the
Yeah.
Movie.
Oh,
But-
the movie just came out, didn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
We
It's
went
really
and
good.
watched
Yeah, we
it.
did go
Us
watch
three
it.
went and
Yeah,
watched
we-
it.
it's
That's
really
awesome.
But I play some League of Legends. I feel like I mostly play, or like if I'm playing a game by myself, it's mostly like a roguelike or something like
Who's
that's.
your raid?
Risk
Huh?
of Rain too.
Risk of Rain.
Yeah, Risk of
Risk
Rain.
of Rain is tough.
They just
like
put me on. They just
Dead
put me on.
You play?
Cells, stuff like that.
Oh.
Dark Souls.
I like to watch movies
Okay.
every now and then. Like my favorite movies, Eternal Sunshine. But
Bro, you
Tough
just
movie.
hate
Jim
joy.
Carrey.
You hate
Joy.
Jim Carrey's the shit.
Charlie Kaufman.
I like the other guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I like Always Sunny in
Oh,
Philadelphia.
great.
Good ass show.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Millennial at 20.
I collect a lot of CDs. I really like collecting CDs. For Christmas, I asked for Death Cab for Cutie's first album.
You should be so emo.
I know, I really miss it. That shit's really good. What do I think? I really like story-based video games. I don't
The
know.
Walking Dead.
I finished I finished both Last of Us games.
Those are so good.
Yeah, those are really,
Never
really
played
good
them.
games. I played Life is Strange.
That's also a banger.
Also
Great.
good.
Have you ever played Edith Pike?
I know what you're talking about.
Dude.
I have not.
That's
That
the
shit's
coolest
sad,
story.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's so cool.
The last like true story game I tried to play was Amori, and I couldn't finish it.
Oh my god, what was it?
Amori.
That's a tough one.
Until then,
Until then, oh,
these are games you cannot play.
those are games you cannot play if you're not
Gut
sound
wrenching.
blind.
Yeah.
I also like journaling. I like writing in a diary or like typing on a Google Docs that I have. I honestly, I don't know. I'm alone like a lot of the time, so I just do stuff alone. Yeah.
I also like collecting CDs.
For fun.
Yeah, we know.
What? Wait. Which,
Oh, I also play guitar and like write my own songs.
I'm gonna make this really, really quick. It's really corny. These guys don't know it, but I spent a lot of my writing time writing love letters to my girlfriend.
Aww.
Oh, so cute.
I didn't know that. What a guy.
What a guy. What a guy. What a
W
guy.
boyfriend, W boyfriend.
What a fella.
What
a fella.
Alright,
That's
go
how we
ahead.
say it here in Texas.
Here in Texas, we say fella, yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
I think I play a lot. I mean, to be fair, like music is kind of just like integrated into like my forms of entertainment. Not just in the sense of like listening to music. I love to study musicians. Whether like I've just as I've been growing up, I've listened to so many different types of music. I've listened to a lot of choral music. At one point, I had like I still do a very big obsession with like bluegrass music. And just I love all that shit, and especially once I realized that kind of translates into like the things I play today to a certain extent.
I remember like the Pat and the Bunny era.
Oh yeah, I used to love like folk punk and shit
Jordan
like that.
Mason.
I loved all that, but also just like, but nowadays it's mostly just like, dude, I love watching different drummers. Like I'm
Who's your
really
favorite drummer?
right now I'm really into Matt Garska from Animals as Leaders. I fucking love that shit. It's just so
Tough answer.
stupid. It's
Tough
so
answer.
obnoxious.
I love
What a pull.
studying vocalists, but not for their vocals, but for how they can control the crowd.
Oh, like their frontman
yeah.
work.
Frontman work is very important.
There's a few really good ones in Houston. I'm not gonna lie.
You can really learn a lot from different people who have been doing it longer than you.
Reverend.
And especially like in person, like I love picking people's brains and shit. But that's what I spend a lot of time doing. I also play like that one game, Sid Meier's Civilization 6. I'm just
And Dota.
I know what game
And
he's
Dota.
talking
and
about.
Dota. That's all I play. I
Every
just
now
play
and
strategy
then we'll
games.
play,
I just kind of geek out.
I geek
But
out.
yeah.
It is
I
fun
forgot
to
to
play
mention that I also really like thrifting and like antique shopping.
Oh, thrifting.
Yes.
How much did you spend recently?
You guys all seem like you thrift.
Yeah, because we're poor.
Yeah,
I remember we went thrifting as a band, or I think the four of us, me, Micah, Sway, and Johnny, went thrifting together before we went on our West Coast tour. That was kind of fun.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
trying to find like good clothing.
I bought like one pair of pants. And
I bought like 4 button-up shirts and called it.
I don't think I bought anything.
I don't buy anything
I don't think
either.
I had money.
I was too
Yeah, I
broke.
don't think-
I was too broke to go thrifting.
I was
The
going.
jokes write
I was
themselves.
going.
The jokes
to-
make themselves.
Yeah, we're so broke we can't even go to a thrift shop. I think the jokes
No,
write
bro,
themselves.
we went to Goodwill, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Goodwill,
no, but we also went to a few others. We
Oh,
went to
that's
Goodwill,
true.
and then
Yeah.
we went to like
Goodwill be home, bro.
Yeah,
Goodwill is like
Greedwill, bro. It's
Greedwill, yeah.
yeah. Goodwill's corporate, bro.
I guess for me, like I said, I watch a lot of movies. I'm on YouTube a lot because of movies. Shout out this one YouTube channel, the Cosmonaut Variety Hour. He does a lot of like movie breakdowns, TV show breakdowns, a bunch of nerd stuff. And I they did a YouTube rap, like Spotify rap. They did a YouTube rap. He was my top. I watch his stuff like daily. But yeah, I also score a lot of music. I wanted to be a composer for movies, and so I scored a lot of music. 4 movies that I always wanted to write, and I guess for my favorite TV show is The Office. Shout out The Office.
Oh, I love that.
What'd you point at
too.
me?
No, I just went like this.
Oh,
What about favorite movies or directors?
Pacific Rim. There you go.
Thank you. Favorite director is either Spielberg. Love Spielberg. His style is just so classic to me. It feels so like childlike wonder. All of his movies feel like childlike wonder, and I feel like that's what I grew up on. I grew up on Star Wars and all that stuff. Favorite movie right now probably Zodiac.
Zodiac Killer or
Yeah,
the
it's about
Robert Downey Jr. one?
with Robert Downey Jr. Has Jake Gyllenhaal. He's my favorite
I
actor.
was just about to say.
Yeah, love Zodiac right now. Probably my favorite movie at the moment. Yeah, I love breaking down a lot of movies. I love writing scripts. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it since I was like a little kid. I used to do that with one of my friends back in the day. We wrote a script for like a sequel to Matilda. Like, if Matilda had a sequel, and she became evil. It was like
Evil.
I would love to see this.
yeah, we were like 10 years old. We wrote like a 50-page script as if she became like evil.
If someone
But-
had a grave.
y'all
Yeah.
don't know this, but I actually wrote like half of a book. I had a storybook, which is also what the Ramona character is based off. The face is a character from that book. In elementary through middle school, I think it was the fall of something, and I didn't realize that it might have subconsciously been a doppelganger.
The Fall of Troy.
The
It
Fall
was
of
not
Troy.
the fall of. It was some shit I made in like fucking like early days. It was called The Fall of the Order.
Oh,
And I thought that shit was so tough. I
And
actually-
every 8-year-old writes an apocalypse book.
Yes,
What
yes,
am I gonna do?
yes.
What am I gonna do when it's on? Yeah, it's like
I like a silent voice.
That's a good
that is a
Good
bang.
movie, good
I've
movie.
seen that movie once, and I
That is
probably
the
will
same
never
movie.
watch it again.
Oh.
It was a banger movie, but
There is sadder anime movies.
Last-
though.
yeah, but I'm not trying to watch them.
Our last tour, like, it was also one of the last movies I watched, was fucking Fight Club.
Inglourious Bastards. That was a great
Right.
one.
Yeah.
I came into Fight Club with zero I thought it was gonna be like I didn't know what the movie was about. And I watched that shit, and it got to the point where it was like 4 a.m. I was in LA on my break day. Everybody else was asleep. I genuinely just sat outside and I was just like, what the fuck? I remember
It's a crazy movie.
it twisted my brain way harder than I thought it would.
Shout out my dad. He's the reason I have the name of Tyler Durden. So technically, I'm named after a schizo. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
tough.
You got it?
But Ed Norton plays that guy, right?
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
plays like.
No, I do.
Well, no, I think.
Well, it's 'cause it's the same dude.
Yeah, they're the
Same
two
dude,
dudes.
Brad Pitt.
It's Ed Norton and.
Wait,
Brad
you're
Pitt.
spoiling it for me. Don't spoil.
Oh, you haven't watched Fight Club?
No, I haven't.
Bro,
Really?
you gotta watch Fight Club. Y'all just Loki said a really big.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there's still the rest of the movie.
Yeah, but there's no ending now.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they're lying.
It's alright.
Just don't think about Fight Club for the next like 3 years.
Yeah, just forget about
forget
it.
it. You'll
Yeah,
forget.
probably.
And then I would love to just know what skaters you like.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like
Tony Hank.
what first got me into skating was watching like YouTube skaters, and one of my favorite skaters is like a YouTube skater that like could have gone pro because like he's really good, but he just like decided to just like make content instead. His name's Chris Chan.
What? What?
Not that Chris Chan. Not that Chris Chan. No,
Get
but
everything
he's
about
just
Miles.
this dude.
I know who you're talking about.
He's really good. He's like one of my biggest inspos on like the like style that I kind of skate. I also do really like this one skater. His name's Kinosuke. He skates for like Primitive, I'm pretty sure, but all that ties back to like just watching YouTube skaters, like
Bill
Erased,
skateboarding.
Erased Project. Like that was a bunch of like just skate media on YouTube and whatever, like Luis Mora, and yeah, I don't know. That stuff got me like really into skating. That was when I was like 12 and I was just watching all these people just do crazy ass shit on YouTube, and I was just like, I want to do this.
It's tough.
Now you did it.
No, you did.
I did it.
All right, I think you guys fucking absolutely killed that. I'm gonna end it, but